learn. A long time ago I had this concept that what is the point of, well, really life? If you're going to try and do something with your life, make it meaningful. Do something with it. Do something you enjoy. Make it passionate. Make it believe that it's something you really want. It's something you believe in. I've always had the concept that my time is precious, like anybody's on the world, but really, why waste your time with things you don't need to know in life? My main ethos in life has always been strive to do better, do the best you can, learn more, do what you can. Don't let anybody tell you that you can't be what you want to be. You can do anything, just put your mind to it, just think. You can learn anything you want. You want to learn to be a car mechanic? Read up, learn. You want to learn how to become an engineer? Read up, learn. You want to learn about fish keeping? Read up, learn. You want to learn about digital photography? Read up and learn. Accounting, it's boring, but learn. Electrics, learn. I wanted to learn about the stars, so you learn. And now I'm trying to learn this and this. Don't ever stop believing. You can do anything if you really want to. So okay, I'm trying to decide on the best location to start recording these vlogs. I've got in here, in the conservatory, outside, in the treehouse, on the trampoline, in the kitchen, in the lounge, halfway up the stairs, with the cat, on the toilet. Don't worry, I've got trousers on. Or even in the room I want to do it in, which I can't do it in, is currently the spare room or our computer room. Oh, I've not even got a sound on. So I've been talking for ages and I've not had my microphone on. Vlogger's first mistake. Do something you're not... Hang on. So, how do I do this? I don't know. Right, so I wanted to do a vlog for quite a while now and I've not, because of probably two main reasons. One, I don't really have the spare time, and two, I really don't have a massive amount of confidence talking in front of a large amount of people. Now I know I'm not really physically talking to anybody because there's literally nobody in here right now. I'm just sat in my own conservatory at home. Am I having a problem with this? Yes, I think for a psychological reason, I think that I'm thinking, well, I could potentially be talking to lots of people. On the other hand, I might get 3 views and I'll only be able to talk to 3 people, or just maybe my wife who's watched it 3 times. Got no idea. This may work and it may not work. So it's not going to be a daily vlog, and I really doubt it's going to be a full weekly one. I'm going to try and make it weekly, that's my aim for it for now. But with working, currently I work shift patterns, and so I'm working days and nights, so trying to fit in a time where I'm always going to be able to get a vlog out is going to be virtually impossible, because I'm going to be either working on days, working on nights. As most people with families will know, one parent's always working, the other parent's not working. Especially at his age as well, he's not at school, so one of us has always got to be around to look after him. So with that in mind, I really don't have a massive amount of time to try and invest into the vlogging. This is just my first vlog and I'm going to try and see how well it goes. I'm just going to try and vlog daily highlights and put them all into one weekly vlog, something along them lines, and we'll see how it goes from there. A little bit about myself. Like I said, I'm just going to try and make it a daily vlog, and I'm blabbering. I'm bloody blabbering. Where am I taking this? I don't know. Ooh. The idea is I'm just going to talk to a camera about things that have happened every day, put them together into a week-long blog, and then just go, oof, there we go, put it onto the internet. Why is this so hard? I'm just talking to a camera. It's not working out that easy. Anybody who knows me will know that I'm not the best person at public speaking.
You are my only one. You're so beautiful. I've never imagined how much. Take my breath away. Thank you.
For most people who know me, they normally know I don't shut up talking, and that's probably going to come across a lot on the camera, because one of the things that I knew I was going to subconsciously have to do was to try and slow down how fast I'm talking. I'm starting to do it now, because now I'm thinking about it, and I thought, actually I had the pre-thought that before I started doing this vlogging that I needed to make sure I controlled how fast I talk. I talk at 1,000 miles an hour. A lot of people have said I talk far too fast. I end up starting to ramble. I'm going to try and control my rambling, which is one of the other reasons why I wanted to try and start getting into vlogging. I want to more improve my self-confidence in talking in front of people, and try and also improving my own speech in a way. the other thing and the other reason I wanted to try and get into vlogging was because I enjoy, although it takes up so much of your time, I do enjoy video editing and video production. It's not really something I ever did at school, but I've been playing around with it for probably a couple of years now, and I thought now maybe is the time to try and maybe unfurl bits and pieces and see how well it goes and see what people's feedback is to what I'm doing and go from there really. So in my equipment I've got this Nikon that I'm recording it on now. This is a Nikon DSLR. It's the D5200 and it's one of the older models now.
Hug.
Oh, somebody wants a hug. So I've got a Sony Cybershot as well, which I'm going to be doing for a little bit of point and shoot vlogging. So if I'm out and about, it's easy to carry around. I can just whip it out, take some photos, or sorry, take some videos with it. What I can use that for is if I'm out and about and I want to just add some little snippets of video in.
No.
Is that? Oh yes. Vlogging with children 101. Don't do it. So I've got a little Sony Cybershot, and the idea for that is I'm going to carry it around with me, trying to get it on a day-to-day basis. If I feel there's anything worth adding to the vlog at a later time, I can just take the snippets from the little Sony Cybershot and just put them in. Anything that I've got more pre-planned, like what I'm doing now, I'm trying to record onto this Nikon D52 that I've got with me now. I've also got the GoPro Hero 5 Black, and also I've got a DJI Mavic as well for any aerial work that I want to try and get done. I've got some other ideas that are coming up for later on in the year that I'm going to try and use the GoPro and the DJI Mavic for in tandem. The GoPro, I've also got the Karma stabilizer for it, and if you've not seen anything about that, I might show it up in the later on videos. But the Karma is a little stabilizer that you can use with the GoPro, and it was actually designed originally to go apart with the GoPro Karma drone, but the GoPro Karma drone's that big. When I was looking at buying drones, I didn't go for it and I went for the Mavic. It's a lot smaller, folds up really nice and neatly. In fact, I'm going to show everybody what I've got. So okay, first things up is the GoPro Hero 2. I've had this thing for a couple of years. I actually got it donated to me by my brother, who didn't use it anymore. He didn't really find the use for it where he lives. He lives over in America. So he gave it to me, and I've taken it to Japan, I've taken it on a few holidays. It's been brilliant. I can't fault it at all. Image qualities are not brilliant, but that's only because I'm comparing it to its newer brother. Apart from that, brilliant little camera. I'm still using that now for little bits and pieces. Okay, so I've now got the Sony Cybershot. Brilliant little camera. Focus on it is nice and quick, nice and sharp. This is going to be my primary go-to camera. It's small enough that you can carry around with it every day. The only problem is it's taken a little bit of damage when I took it over to Japan. Unfortunately, a customs officer decided to open up my my carry-on case, which had my camera equipment in it, a laptop and the Sony camera, and as he unzipped it, the camera spilled out, the laptop spilled out. Laptop was completely dead, broke the screen, the hard drive wouldn't work again. So the laptop's written off. The camera still works, thankfully, but the mount's obviously completely broken on it. I did try travel insurance for that. Travel insurance company told me that it wasn't accidental damage because it wasn't myself that damaged it. Brilliant. Cheers. That's travel insurance for you. Thumbs up for that one. A little tripod. Brilliant little one. It's got a nice shape on it so you can actually grip it nicely. It's got a strong enough head on it so it can take this DSLR that I'm using now, and also what screws left onto the Sony Cybershot, this can still screw into. It's got a nice little release on it, so you can still pivot it around. It's got a snap lock, so it springs back to its first lock position there, but it still can move around. But if you've got the DSLR on it, obviously because of the extra weight, you can push the lock over and it really locks that ball up nice and tight. Brilliant. Next up is my GoPro Hero 5 Black with Karma grip. Now what this does is, if you've not seen one of these before, it's a gimbal and it auto levels the camera for you. Brilliant piece of kit. I used this on a video yesterday, and I was on a funfair ride with the wife and the little one, and it stabilised the waltzer ride that much it didn't really look like you were spinning around. So as you can see now, the camera stays level no matter how I'm turning this arm around. It's quite an impressive piece of kit. It's probably better if you're looking at it head on as opposed to vertically. This one records in 4K, just the same as the Mavic, which I'm about to move on to now. So onto the Mavic. If you've not seen one of these, then you've probably been hiding in a hole somewhere. These are probably one of the latest pieces of tech that came out last year in 2016. Quite a lot of videos on YouTube about these. Brilliant little quadcopter that records in 4K, it comes with safety sensors on it, sensors underneath. Its bigger brothers, like the Phantom 4 Pro, do have more sensors on it and a better camera, but it's both still in essence recording in 4K. The Phantom 4's got a better megapixel quality because of the sensor size inside it. I'm not going to go into the technicalities of it, but for what I want to use this for, I wanted a small portable little drone that I can take with me anywhere, and this beauty of this Mavic, literally within a couple of seconds, it folds up into that kind of size. On the front of it, I've got an ND filter. I've got a couple of ND filters. If you don't know what a neutral density filter is, there are lots of videos on YouTube, but briefly, the way that digital videos record, you've got the frame rates which are very sharp and choppy. This allows you to add a little bit of motion blur back to the video, which makes it look a lot more natural when you're viewing it back on a computer screen, a phone screen, or a TV. So that's pretty much that. That's my equipment. Right, cheers peeps, thanks for watching. Peeps, how old am I? 9?
No.
No.
Yes, yes.
No.
Yeah.
So thanks guys, I'm not quite sure I'm supposed to end this because most people have a normal snappy little let's get out of here thing. So I'm just going to say thanks very much for watching. Cheers guys.